Welcome back to another episode of Aunt and Andrew, where family's everything.
Until it's not. I'm Aunt.
And I'm Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Aunt. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
That's
Before we get
good.
started, everyone, go and like our video, the one you're watching right now. You like it
just
even
hit
before
it.
we
Just hit
start.
it.
Just
Boom.
like it. Boom,
Just
boom.
boom, boom.
Subscribe, comment as you listen, and we will reply to your comments. And then if you remember after, go to your Instagram and follow us at Aunt and Andrew, where we post things
just
all the
subscribe
time.
because you can get and turn on your notifications because you wouldn't want to miss this, would you?
None.
Have you
Never.
been? You haven't been to Jamaica?
No, my parents have though.
Yeah, I have too. I have been
You
to
like it?
Jamaica. Oh, Jamaica, man. Listen, you get to Jamaica and you have a white stripe and it's actually red stripe.
Listen,
it's red stripe.
There's something about this though. There's something great about the fact that you have all of these people from South Carolina. Literally, it's like, I believe that there's something very, very special about these very white people trapped at a resort.
Yeah.
Guzzling in the sweltering heat, getting sunburned, these free all-inclusive drinks getting burnt to a crisp.
Yeah.
And it really made me it thrills me.
It does. Okay. Well, that's what is happening to people every single day in the islands. They're getting burnt to a crisp. The cancer is popping up on them. I think it was a lot for them to stop filming at 8:35.
Oh, yeah.
Because every single person's salam they were showing, they were 8:35, 8:36, 8:30, 8:35. And it was funny when Shep was like, Whitney walked in. He was like, oh, my door's open. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, because your cameraman just came in. He didn't shut the door behind you. Don't worry. Nobody was coming in. You got a cameraman here. I mean, I think that's way early for people who are out until 3, 4 o'clock to be up.
It's hard for Shep. It's really hard for Shep. He's old. And also he has to remember, am I going to be nice and friends with Taylor today? Or am I going to be an asshole and make her feel bad today? Because he's literally the way that John Kerry flips about political issues, a little flip flop over there. That's how Shep is about Taylor Ann Green.
Oh my God. And then Taylor's the first one out. Hi, Rod. Hi, Rod. Hi, Rod. Oh, I can't stand that woman.
Let me ask you something. What is up with just the volatile ridiculousness of dumb women with 3 names and the last one being Green?
Why, who's the other one?
Oh, MTG, your buddy.
Oh, you were thinking of that, weren't you?
I think that her and Taylor could have a spinoff. It could be Tag meets MTG. And they could do like a conversation about, they could talk to each other about how dumb they are. So Marjorie Taylor Greene could be like, so Taylor Ann Green. It's Marjorie Taylor Greene. Oh, and there's Taylor too. Holy crap. There's Taylor Greene.
I know.
That's we should start calling her Marjorie Taylor Ann Green.
Well, I just want to say that Madison in her bikini in the morning walking out to see Taylor as Taylor's sitting there in this like little cover up pathetic t-shirt. Oh my God. I don't know what the attraction is to Taylor because compared to Madison, Madison is just a fine.
She's not available.
Fine woman. Yeah,
but Madison's not available.
No, I understand Madison's not available, but I'm saying just because these scenes are scripted that way. Whitney is saying, hey, Madison, go down in your little gold bikini and slither up beside Taylor. And it's just like Madison is just so much greater than Taylor. But think about this. If you just put Taylor on the screen, you'd say, okay, that's a cute, like American, girl.
No, she wouldn't get casted.
No, you would say, okay, that's like your all-American girl next door. And then Madison comes in. You're like, oh, that's the prom queen, the captain of the cheerleaders.
But what I'm trying to tell you is none of these guys were able to tame. None of them were able to tame Madison.
No, because she's greater than all of them. I'm convinced.
That's neither here nor there.
Craig. No, except maybe Craig.
She would have eaten Craig for lunch.
Eaten him for lunch too.
And Craig would never have become the Craig he is with Madison.
No, because she has a way of
what I think is just the part for me is that
the
reason why the guys like Taylor is because if she put up with Shep,
she can put up with anybody.
No, they all know that they would never have a fight with her because if she was able to be relatively happy with Shep, JT's probably like, she's gonna kiss the ground I walk on because I at least am respectful to her.
Yeah, but how about the fact that they were up until 5 o'clock doing shots in each other's mouth? That's
It was
just
so weird.
disgusting. I'm
It
sorry.
was so
Have
weird.
you ever done shots in other people's mouths?
No,
Me
I wouldn't.
either. I didn't even
I
know it was a thing.
I
Disgusting.
always
And then
wanted to get it in my mouth as fast as possible.
yeah, you weren't sharing it. You might lose some.
No, please.
Tell me something. When Taylor said that JT would be a lot to handle, I'm thinking to myself, JT's nothing after Shep, girl. What are you talking about?
That's the part, is that like I believe Taylor is like she's showing her true colors, that she likes to be abused.
No, she's showing her true colors, that she needs constant attention.
No, I think she's a
Oh,
lapdog.
you don't think Taylor needs constant attention from a guy?
No, I think she needs to give constant attention to feel relevant. I don't think she needs the constant attention. Shep didn't give her constant attention.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I
I
think she's
don't know.
looking for it now because she's single and lonely. But I think that I don't think that that's really her biggest personality flaw. I think the personality flaw is that she seems like she is so obsessed with having a partner and like having a guy in her life that
Yeah,
she
well,
doesn't
yeah.
care. She has no boundaries. She'll do whatever she needs. That's why she was willing to put up with so much with Shep.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Who said that she just oh, you know what? They said it on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills that it's okay to be alone. Like it's good. It was Beverly Hills,
Yeah.
right? It was,
Yeah.
right? What they were talking about. It's sometimes you just need time to yourself.
Mhm.
Who said it? Cynthia Bailey at the
Mhm.
dinner. That you saw it's okay to be alone for a while. It's okay
Coming
to
from
just know
Cynthia
who
Bailey,
you
who's
are.
been married 4 times.
Yeah, I know that. To Peter. And I think Taylor needs a moment of being alone. Oh, and we found out Taylor's a rocket scientist this
Scientist.
episode. Yeah, she's a rocket scientist because she said, do you know?
Oh,
every
yeah. While
time
she was like this,
you get your period,
it was
that
like
you
she pulled out her
lose.
phone and Googled it.
And I'm thinking, every time you get your period, you lose an egg. You're losing an egg right now. Oh, God, spare me. I want to hit my head against the
It was
wall.
like she just Googled menstrual cycle and was like, let me
Oh,
tell
my
you about
God. I thought she was so stupid. So I believe that Whitney is the source of the rumor that went to Page 6. That's
Yep.
just my opinion, because he went to Shep's room and he said, no, I can't come today. I got to work. Yeah, well, we know what your job is. You produce this show. So to me, he was working the phones all day. Okay, get it released today. They're all here. We're going to be filming. These people are boring AF and we need a story. So drop it now. And he knew all along he was going to be dropping this. And I think he told Shep.
Yeah, but you know who I think it was?
Who?
Paige.
Well, could have been Paige because she
Because
knew
Craig
too.
was way too committed about bringing it up and making Shep sit down. And I think that Paige
Well,
told
that's
Page
okay
6.
too.
Paige lives in New York. She knows
Yeah,
people
she
at Page
does too.
6.
Yeah, but Whitney knew too.
I don't know.
This Whitney was in on it. You know, maybe Paige and Whitney were in on it together. But
No,
I
they're
just
not.
thought this is a perfect time to stir the pot. They're all in Jamaica. They're all in the same spot. They're all in the same rooms. They made a point of showing us. One was in 5333. One was in 5331. One was in 5329. So we know they're all in the same area. They're in the same spot. Great time. Let's drop it to Page 6 today. We've got them all. They're captured audience. They're not at this house, this house, this house, this house. We got one camera. We can get them all at the same time.
Oh, of course. I'm sure.
Yeah, that's what I think happened. And that's why Whitney wasn't there. He was too busy working the phones.
Oh, it was
But
dropped way before then.
no, I know that. But I mean, this is what
What
the
do you think?
plan
Whitney was typing up the article for Page 6 and writing it himself? No.
No, I don't believe that. But he knew he knew it was going to drop, and he was there to make sure it was all being properly.
I think he just wasn't filming in that moment.
filmed.
That doesn't mean that he didn't drop the story, but I don't think there's a correlation between him not filming in that moment and him dropping the story.
But whatever,
I think he just dropped the
he was
story.
behind it, though. I do.
Maybe, but it had nothing to do with him not being there.
Him and Paige. I mean, I think there's stuff they know. They
Maybe
gotta.
not.
It's a perfect time to drop it. They're all
It
there.
could have
They're
been
gonna have
any
to
of them.
react.
They all are dumb and they're on reality TV and they drink too much and they share too much shit. It could have been Taylor.
Oh, I know. And you know what else is funny? On any other show, if someone was being dissed as much as JT gets dissed by these guys, I would think it was mean. but I'm quite enjoying it because he's just so dissable. JT, like there's something about that man that I'm kind of happy they're hazing him. I hate to say it. What does that say about me that I enjoy a little hazing?
I don't like people that come on and try to pretend that they can come in and like break up an established cast.
Oh, but you do understand what I'm saying about JT.
Well, that's my point. I don't like that about him either because
no, it's
even
not what I don't like about him, but I mean, I just don't care for him. And so the idea that they're dissing him, I'm kind of enjoying
but
it.
that's what I'm saying,
Normally,
because
I
you
would
don't like that
be
he's
having
coming in and you don't like that he's coming in and making big waves. I don't either. And that's why I'm saying Monica, even on Salt Lake, hasn't done that. She hasn't come in and tried to make problems about things that like get people against each other, all that. She's just had problems with people one-on-one that have become bigger problems. JT's coming in and being like, oh yeah, 9 seasons of you guys being together. Let me try to pretend as if like there's going to be an Austen that we've never seen before, or there's going to be this.
Right.
Like, it would be like if Monica came in and was like, well, we're supposed to all be friends. Why is Lisa so obsessed with her ring? No, she's coming in going, you're self-absorbed. Stop getting over your ring.
Right.
Now, that's her opinion of Lisa, but it's not like recreating the wheel. It's like, JT, know your audience. Like, what the hell are you doing? You're trying to like, that's what I think they're kind of saying to him is like, no, you're like, they just have no time and patience for him.
Yeah. Well,
they know what he's trying to do.
I've been to Dunes Rivers Falls.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you, it's scary as can be. When you're climbing up there, the worst part to me was having to put on those ugly shoes. They seem to enjoy these ugly shoes. They wanted to keep them. Me, all I could think about was you have to put them on like in there shared. And I just thought, oh, does anybody else have fungus or something? They say they disinfect them, but it was kind of like renting bowling shoes. You know, you kind of can't wait to get them off.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Miss T's?
Miss T's? No, I haven't been to Miss T's. No, I haven't been to Miss T's. But when I was in Jamaica, I was on the tour bus. It was much smaller than their tour bus. It only held like about 10 or 12 people. And before we left this other river that we went to on rafts, inflatables, where my daughter, oh God, poor thing, she had a terrible accident there. She stubbed her toe and cracked her toenail, and you would think that she lost her foot. That's all I'm going to say. In the middle of Jamaica, if you can imagine your cousin in meltdown because her toenail cracked and they were looking at her, a bunch of Jamaican guys like, oh God, girl. Anyways, well, I just brought back to that. It was really quite funny. I was laughing. What was I going to say?
I don't know, because I didn't think it was that interesting being at the falls, or like I
wasn't even going to
speak about that.
The shoes. I'm going to tell you, I couldn't get the shoes off fast enough when I was there, and I thought it was funny. They all wanted to keep them. You do take your life in you do risk your life climbing up them. They made it seem easier than it is. It's quite difficult, but it was funny how, again, they dissed. This is what I was going to say. It goes back to JT, how bad they're dissing him that he couldn't handle the fall.
He's too short.
And they're like, he has an aversion to water. They're showing him being dragged around in the weighted, what do they call them? Willies?
I don't know.
Yeah, the weight is.
I didn't really care. This part of the show was not that entertaining.
Okay, first of all, and so I want to say this. When they were eating the fish and Taylor decides to eat the eyes, nobody goes and eats fish eyes. And the idea she did that to me was just, she's looking for more attention. Like, could she get any more attention? She thinks everybody in this cast is after her, and quite the opposite. I think they all treat her with kid gloves.
Well, everyone's been obsessed with her tongue and Austen's tongue. So why doesn't she get obsessed with the fish's eyes?
No, but I mean, do you think they treat her?
No, I don't think she's looking for attention. I think she's looking to deflect.
Oh, it's deflection. I think
it's like, let them talk about something else. They're going to talk about me making out with Austen. Let them talk about me eating the fish eyes.
You know what I wrote down? That she's a bad version of Catherine Dennis.
Not even close. They're not remotely the same. Catherine Dennis gets mean, angry, volatile.
She's so good, Catherine. She posted
Taylor
a
doesn't
picture.
have that in her.
She posted a picture this week with
Craig and Austen.
Yeah, with Craig and wasn't it Craig and Shep?
Wasn't Craig and Austen. It was Craig and Austen.
It was? I could have swore it was Shepard. Oh, it wasn't Shep Ross. I'm going to go look at it now and make sure.
His name's Shep Rose.
Ross. I know his ROS something.
Ross is a store.
Maybe I've got Christmas on my mind. But Catherine looked great.
I don't think you're shopping at Ross.
And you know what? JT, no, I'm not.
You're shopping at Ross?
No, JT and Rod did have to bring up the 3 out of 4 guys. The 3 out of 4 girls.
Were they sitting next to each other?
Yeah.
You think they had their hands under the table?
Maybe.
I don't know. They like to wax the butthole under the table.
I'm just saying that Rod has way too much hair. He needs laser.
Yeah, totally.
No, he does. Forget JT slip and slide behind. Rodney's serious manscaping. And I have a feeling that he tried to landscape, but it was a fail. Okay.
Isn't it interesting how Rodrigo's on this show, but all the things that would be stereotypically gay, JT and Rod do, not Rodrigo.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I stand by my statement. Rodrigo is their real friend, all of these cast members. That's why he's not trying to get attention. Yeah. That's why he's not trying to look for it. I think that they said, you should film with us, maybe, whatever. I think he could care less if he comes back. I don't think he cares about it at all. No, he's probably happy like he got a check. Yeah. He's like Kelly. What's her name? Kristen Kelly from
Yeah. He is a little Kristen
Kelly. He's like, whatever. Yeah. Like, I'm here.
A little Faye Resnick.
Yeah, maybe a little Faye Resnick. But it's just so funny to me how, like, you would have thought, and this is me as a gay man saying this, that the gay guy would walk in. Well, I guess maybe this is what I would do. I'd walk in and I'd want all the attention. He's like, you guys are tragic. And then you got JT and Rod who like are trying as hard as they can to make themselves more and more relevant.
Oh my God. Oh, okay. So what did you think of the rumor?
I mean, I liked Madison's advice. Madison sat them down and said, you should go and talk to Olivia yourselves, right, and assure her that you guys didn't sleep together. They should have done that from the beginning.
But don't you think Taylor's a little bit too much with that, like sitting there crying like she's the victim?
No, because here's the deal. We know this all too well. People cry and play the victim, and all they need to do is take responsibility for what they've done, and then you automatically flip to the other person. They look like the monster, and they are the monster.
Totally.
But until you take responsibility for something you've done, no one is the monster in your story. And trust and believe, in my life, I don't mind being the villain in your story.
Yeah. Right.
Sorry.
Right. Yeah. What do you think about the multiple sleepovers coming out?
JT, why are you picking up Taylor from Austen's house? Why?
But doesn't that show you that she's texting Shep, sleeping at Austen's, and getting picked up by JT? You don't think this girl needs to be the center of attention? And she doesn't have a little...
she's a whore.
No, I don't know if she's a whore.
I think she got dumped.
Insecure. I think
she
she's
got
very
dumped.
insecure.
And like, people do this when they get out of long-term relationships. It's very normal.
Oh,
they're just not on TV and getting followed around by cameras.
Gotcha.
And talk about someone that should be dating outside of the group. Come on, Taylor. There's a lot more dicks in Charleston.
Yeah, there are, aren't there?
Trust me, you could get some good ones. They all want to be on the show.
Yeah, but why do you think when the whole fight started and everybody got garlic lobster, why do you think every single person has Taylor's back? Because it should be quite the opposite as far as I'm concerned. Like, they should all be mad at Taylor, and they should all be mad
every single person.
Well, nobody was coming after her like they've done other castmates.
That doesn't mean that they have her back.
Yeah, well, I don't know. She just has Shep is easy on her. Austen's easy on her. JT's easy on her. And even the women are kind of easy on her.
Shep called her poor and unexperienced last week.
Yeah, well,
Austen has thrown her under the bus 100 times to Olivia, saying that,
but she still comes back and she's still getting manhandled. Okay.
JT is the one that's obsessed with her. Madison doesn't have time for her. Olivia hates her. Shep does. Craig doesn't have. I think the other thing you have to remember is that it's
Benita
not like,
even doesn't care for her.
But you also have to remember that they're going to all automatically go against the boy in their group. They've also all had experience with Austen, and they know he's a player. And
he is a player, but good for
exactly.
Austen.
So Taylor's very lucky that it's Austen. Taylor's lucky that that Austen is involved. because she's not being looked at the way she should be.
Yeah.
Because Austen's the easy one to blame.
And what do you think about Shep and his reaction to it all? He could
Shep-
care less.
No, Shep is what is wrong with straight men in this whole situation.
And that is?
None of this would have been happening if you had just broken up with your girlfriend before you cheated on her 100 times. This would not be happening the same way if you didn't tell your ex-girlfriend, that it was nice and fun to cheat on her a couple times and get wine thrown at you. None of this would be happening if in that same night you didn't sleep in the same bed as her. None of this would have been happening if you didn't go back and forth about like what you actually feel about the her and Austen thing. Like none of this would be happening if Shep had any backbone. Shep should have already told her, I don't want to talk to you. You made out with one of my best friends. And then he should go to his best friend and say, I don't want to talk with you. You made out with my ex-girlfriend. Bye.
Yeah.
But why doesn't he? Because this is the thing Shep's going through. He's happy that Austen is the one that looks like the asshole. Yeah, he also knows that everything he's done is worse than what Austen did.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And also, let's call it what it is. They made out. That's what they told you.
No, they had
sleepover.
Yeah.
Those peepees have touched so many times, it's not even funny.
Right.
Come on.
I just think Taylor's getting, I think that her sitting there all demure with the tears rolling down, she's trying to play this damsel in distress. Well, she's obviously a damsel in distress because as we found out, she texts Shepard, then she sleeps at Austen, and then stupid little JT, who the best line of the whole night was, stand up and be an effing man. When he was yelling, I'm thinking I wanted just one person to say, are you standing? I was like, he's the last person to say stand up as he's standing. If he wants attention, he needs to get up on the chair.
Let me tell you something. The joke's on Shep, though, regarding Craig and Paige, because look at them today.
I know.
And also, let me tell you something.
That was nasty, the way nasty.
But beyond it all, the joke's on all of them. Paige, lap all the way to the bank, honey. You have your own life.
Right. Now, the deal is with Paige that she was still seeing someone when her and Craig started, correct? She was seeing two guys, correct?
She dated before they were official. They were also friends for a long time.
Right. But no, I'm asking because I don't watch Summer House. Or
I also don't think, no, that's not
really
what it was. This is all really kind of made
up.
But they met
on, okay, but let's get this straight. They met on Winter House.
No, they've been friends for years.
Okay. So they knew each other in the Bravo world.
Yes.
Okay. But then they were on Winter House.
Yeah, they just naturally got close. They were very good friends before they dated.
Okay, no, I'm asking something I don't know. And I think maybe
I don't know either. No one knows.
No, maybe some of our listeners and viewers aren't sure of their relationship either, but they were on Winter House together, correct?
Yes, but what I'm trying to say is I don't think the timeline, anyone knows the timeline. I think they were friends. They decided that they wanted to get together. And here's the thing. We have to also remember, the people on this show are so stupid. Shep, why do you think Paige doesn't get paid to be on Southern Charm?
No, but this is you're
so why is she going to go to Jamaica and uproad her life without getting paid?
I still think she's going to show up. Maybe not now. Not now that, well, I don't know. Now that they've accused her of cheating, who knows if she'll arrive. But they weren't exclusive and then they became exclusive. Correct?
I guess it's never been a thing. It was not news.
But here's the question. Right. I understand it's not
news. So that's
news.
why it's not out there because no one talks about it.
But she still had like a boyfriend when she started with Craig, didn't she? Or somebody she was dating also. She was dating several guys. Am I correct?
I mean, no different than Olivia said she was dating multiple people to Rod.
No, I'm not. I'm not blaming Paige. I'm just trying to get the timeline, the thing here. Paige was dating.
I don't think that's where the rumor comes from. I think this is all made up.
No, but I'm not talking about that.
No. What you're trying to justify is why Paige and Shep say this.
No, I'm not. No. I want.
Why are you asking then who she was dating? I don't know. She wasn't dating anyone. I don't know of anyone else she was dating.
I thought she was dating one or two other guys when she started with Craig. I don't know, somebody in Summer House.
She never has dated someone on Summer House ever in any of the years she's ever been on it.
I'm going to find out. But no. I don't care. I don't think it has
Then do your research before you make statements.
I'm telling. Okay, Mr. Skittles.
Well, you're making us all confused here. Like we're supposed to know something.
No, I'm not. I believe that she was dating somebody else when she started dating Craig, and then her and Craig became exclusive, and now they're exclusive. That's why
I
they
think that
threw
what
the
she,
Paige
I think it's
cheats
like
on
every
you up.
girl in Bravo or any girl in general these days, including my little sister who's single and dates multiple people.
Yeah,
She goes out. She goes
that's
out to
what I
dinner with
mean.
someone.
Yeah.
Goes out to dinner with someone else.
Yeah.
That's not dating. That is like the
Oh,
dumbest thing I've
okay.
ever heard.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right. I'm confusing my 1970s version of dating with 2023.
But also, your mother told me stories till the day she died about how she used to set up multiple dates in the single night and go with the first one.
Yeah, my mother did do that. She
So,
would
like,
be,
my thing is,
she would
like,
leave her house with one, and another guy would be ringing the door going, I'm here to date. Yeah, I'm here to go out. And my
Yeah.
grandfather would say, too late. She just left.
Yeah. So my thing is that this is something where I just feel like maybe it's whatever. It's like very, 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 very weak that if that's what they're saying. I don't think so. I think, imagine this. Who has brought this up twice?
Shep.
No, someone and then Shep. Who brought it up the first time?
What about Paige cheating? Was it Austen? Well, he's the only one.
Mm-mm. As a girl.
Oh, it had to be
At Madison's party on the balcony when Shep then
Olivia.
No.
Oh, well, then it was Taylor.
And who did Taylor's ex?
Shep. Oh, so they're trying to bring down Craig. Oh, they don't like that. Yeah.
No, they want to shift the bad energy.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. You know that Schadenfreude.
But I want to know, like, is this the last time we're going to hear about this? Because if not, I want to see Paige DeSorbo address it.
Because you think it's all coming from Paige.
No, I just think that I don't think any of it's true at all. I think Paige is too smart, and so is Craig. I think Paige and Craig have a normal relationship.
I do. I agree.
Where they do different things. They have their own businesses. They have their own careers. I don't think there's anything wrong there. I think it's very, 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 like, we're acting as if like Scandival is normal and that people do this all the time and that like they can keep it secret. That is a once in a lifetime thing that will never happen again in celebrity world.
Not to the magnitude that this happened. No.
Like things
it will be often duplicated, but never completely
in the dark. Look at how quick it was for Alexis Bellino and what's his name to come out.
I know. No time at all. Alexis and John.
They couldn't keep that thing private even if it was down with his private.
Shannon Bedour's John is now dating Alexis Bellino, who's back on the Housewives.
You know what's so funny? She's not back on the Housewives yet.
Oh, well, she will be.
And also, you're telling our listeners like they don't live under a rock.
Well, not everybody follows the same stuff we follow.
If anyone that's listening to us right now and they
tell us if you didn't know that Alexis Bellino was dating.
Yeah, comment below.
And that would be Alexis, aka Jesus Jugs
Bellino.
Let's make sure we know we're talking
about. Let's call it Alexis Bellini.
Jesus. Let's just go JJ.
Bellini
JJ
Jugs.
I mean, that is what they called her, Jesus Jugs. That's the funny part. I know, but her kids look great. I saw pictures of her kids. They're all grown up. They're handsome. I will say that. Who's your mess?
At life, it's John Jansen, I have to say. He really played. I mean, as much as I don't like Shannon, what he did by making her feel like he was above the drama, he didn't want to be in the limelight.
I know,
and then he makes this move.
Another one. Who do you think he's out? Who will date next? Lynn Curtin after Alexis? I think Lynn Curtin could be next.
Maybe the one Peggy Tanus, the one that was like, some soccer moms drive minivans, but this one, she drives a Bentley.
And what was the one that had all the kids, and now she's a lesbian? I can't think of her name.
I forget. What about Carlton?
No, that's Beverly Hills. Let's stay in OC.
Oh yeah.
John can't leave the OC. He has to stay in Casa de what's it called? I was going to say Casa de Coto. I was going to say Casa de Campo.
No, not to Casa de Coto. Coto Insurance.
Coto.
I don't know.
It's something Coto.
No, Coto is her insurance.
Yes, I know, but Coto is also where they live.
Whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Vicky hasn't gotten a full-time contract and she's not coming back as a friend. She refuses.
I know. Good for Vicky. She's
Hey,
fun.
Vicky. No, Vicky's like a carton of milk that's expired. Goodbye.
Do you think that JT like loves being part of actually, two questions. Do you think JT loves being part of all of the drama and inserts himself, or do you think Whitney's telling him to insert himself and be part of the drama as that foil to the other three guys who will never go after each other? Because let's face it, Shep and Austen and Craig are kind of mild with each other, even though they do go after each other. They don't go after each other with real venom.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're over it too. They've been doing this for 10 years.
I know. It's their life.
JT has new blood. He likes to come in and stir the pot. It's not going to work.
Who's your mess?
It's Taylor.
It's always Taylor. I agree. She's such a disaster.
She sucks.
She's just horrible. And you know what? These cast of women are horrible, except for Madison. Hey, Whitney, is it Sutter? Right?
I don't care. Whitney does not have as much control as you think. Okay. Whitney does not make decisions.
I just want to. Yes, he does. He produces.
No, he's a producer because he sold Bravo the show. Okay. It's like Scott Dunlap. It says based on a concept by Scott Dunlap, and he's an executive producer of Orange County. He hasn't been involved in Bravo in 15 years.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's just like one of those things. Okay.
No, you get a producer credit for life. You created the show. You sold the show. You worked on it. Yeah, no,
I understand. I do think JT though is around to be a foil.
When you get to a point in a show like this, they try to throw new people in to try to see what they could do. And I think they're learning with the Housewives that if you keep it the same for years and years and years, you're have a much harder problem when you have Ramona Singer and when you have people that do things where you have to make decisions and then you have no one to flip out or bring someone new in or whatever. No, so they're thinking more strategic now.
Yeah, perhaps. But who's your mess? Taylor.
We already
said Taylor. Yeah, it's Taylor.
Are you having some memory issues?
No, I'm not. I'm actually a little distracted because I wanted to make one other point and I can't think about it now.
My point exactly. Anyhow. Guys, have a great time. We love you. Talk to you soon. Bye.